It's really an honor. You know, I served 30 years in the IDF, 30 years from the 87, from the Intifada, all the way to a few years ago. And there were two things that really impacted me. One was the continuous decline in Zionistic education, in patriotism, in the deep connection we expect the Israeli society to have to the land of Israel and to the people of Israel. I've seen it throughout 30 years, and I felt something must be done. But I also was part of the decision-making, in the heart of the decision-making in Israel. And I've seen in the last 30 years terrible decision-making that has endangered the people of Israel. I saw what Oslo made to us, what happened in Oslo. I saw what happened in the disengagement, the way we enabled the buildup of terror armies around us. And I asked myself, what is going on with our defense establishment, with the officers? Why are they promoting policies that at the end endanger the people of Israel? And I knew all along that most of the officers and commanders of Israel have their heart in the right place. They are connected to Zionism, to Judaism, to the reality, to the people of Israel and the land of Israel. There was only one problem. They were not organized. So 4 years ago, I decided I'm going to do something about that. I'm going to form a new movement and think tank that will really bring together the people of Israel, leading by the officers of Israel, because the people of Israel look up to the officers. They want them to set an example. They want to listen to them. They want to make sure that they really lead them the right way. So I reached out to a few friends, a few generals. I said, guys, we need to do something. Let's form a new organization that will really educate about the most important thing of all, what is needed to secure Israel for generations to come. After a week or two, I had 7 generals. This is how we started. No bank account yet, no organization yet. But then, a few days later, Prime Minister Netanyahu, this is 2020, announces suddenly he wants to apply sovereignty in the Jordan Valley. And I said, wow, this is unbelievable. This is really important. The Jordan Valley is crucial for our national security, but what can I do? Me and 6 officers. And I take a decision. We'll do something. We'll write a letter. We'll call the Prime Minister to implement this. We thought its importance. So we created a logo in one day, sent the letter. This letter, with the help of another organization, was published in one of the major Israeli newspapers. And as it was published the next morning, I started getting hundreds of phone calls from officers all over Israel. What is a Bitchonistim? This is our name in Hebrew. What is IDSF? We want to join. In 2 weeks, 300 officers joined the organization. Now, after 4 years, 30,000 Israeli officers and commanders have joined. And they are all dealing with the main issue of all, what is needed to secure Israel for generations to come. How can it be that a country and people that have been expelled from the land 4 times, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Romans, the Muslims, 2,000 of years in the diaspora persecuted. We built our country, so many wars, and yet nobody is really dealing seriously with the biggest question of all. What is needed to secure the people of Israel for generations to come? So we took upon ourselves to deal with this big question, and we answer it, and we educate about it. We educate the young generation. We deploy hundreds of officers to high schools, to pre-army programs. We don't only talk to the young generation, we also bring them into our movement so we can really engage with them in the long term. We understand that we have to engage with the society. So we speak with the society through the media and social media. And today, I'm happy to say we're everywhere, in all mainstream media and leading media in Israel. We are there every night, really bring the message of strength, of Zionism, of Judaism, because we understand something very important. National security is first and foremost about national values. Without Judaism, without Zionism, no tank or no airplane can help here. It's all about spirit. And this war we're experiencing now, this difficult war, this war we haven't experienced anything like that since the independence war. This war is going to be won decisively. It's going to be won decisively, but mainly because of our spirit, because of our soldiers who are really, really strong and want to win the day on the battlefield. So we have to strengthen these values, strengthen them, and help our soldiers really bring a decisive win in this battlefield. A few years ago, 2 years ago, we presented the government a national security assessment saying war is imminent. Things have changed. The whole global reality has changed and we are on the verge of war. And we put in this assessment a picture of a frog being boiled inside a can, saying, this is Israel. If we don't do something dramatic, Israel might be existentially threatened. So on the 7th of October, terrible, terrible day, but the frog jumped out. And now we realize what we are facing, and we are given an opportunity to make a difference, to make Israel stronger. And I promise you this, the bigger the win will be, the more decisive we'll win on all fronts, the bigger the golden age of Israel and the Jewish people will be the day after. The day after there will be peace agreements, economy will bloom, there will be massive aliyah to Israel. There will be baby boom, but we need to do one thing. We need to stay united and focus only on one thing, on decisive victory, destroying Hamas, bringing all our hostages back, defeating Hezbollah, and bringing back security to the people of Israel. Thank you very much.